This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
There's nothing like sinking into luxury. At WashableSofas.com, you'll find the Anabe sofa, which combines ultimate comfort and design at an affordable price. And get this, it's the only sofa that's fully machine washable from top to bottom, starting at only $699. The stain-resistant performance fabric slipcovers and cloud-like frame duvet can go straight into your wash. Perfect for anyone with kids, pets, or anyone who loves an easy-to-clean, spotless sofa. With a modular design and changeable slipcovers, you can customize your sofa to fit any space and style. Whether you need a single chair, love seat, or a luxuriously large sectional, Anabe has you covered. Visit WashableSofas.com to upgrade your home. Right now, you can shop up to 60% off store-wide with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Add a little to your life. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
Vikings football, it's back, and we have your shot at tickets to Sunday's game by showing us your purple preset. Set KFAN as a preset on the iHeartRadio app, screenshot it, and post it with hashtag KFAN purple preset to your social media. And make sure to follow and tag KFAN. Winners will be DM'd this Friday. Get the full rules at KFAN.com, keyword contests.
Thanks, Echo. Hey, big show today. Ben Lieber's over there. Tommy's over there. We just had Fargo Flash on. Today at 8:20, thanks to our friends at Bell Bank, we'll talk to the great .com Tom Pelissero. And then at 8:40, Jonathan Grenard will join us as well.
.com Tom at 8:20,
Yeah.
Grenard at 8:40.
That's full show today.
I know.
Full show. A lot of football. Why not,
Yeah,
right?
why not? I love it.
It's football season, baby. Hey, Ben,
Yes.
do you have to leave like at your normal time today?
I do. Yeah.
Because we have Grenard at 8:20.
I know. I heard that.
I know.
He's such a good guy.
Such a good dude, man.
He's so good.
Yeah.
He's so good, man. I mean, watching, I love just, Tommy, you get it. It's just like love watching the film back, and then you see things that nobody talks about during the broadcast. And you're like, damn, that was a hell of a play.
Oh, he flashes like that.
Oh, he flashes like that. Ivan Pace flashes like that. Like the missile that is Ivan Pace.
He's unbelievable.
I wish people could watch the All 22. I mean, you can on NFL.com. It's easy. I mean, you just have to pay a little subscription. But, like, if you go back and watch his All 22 and watch the twitchiness at which he attacks the line of scrimmage in the run game, God, it's awesome. Mm-hmm. He might not make the play, but he is a human wrecking ball. And he just gets up and shrugs it off and goes back for another snap and just willing to crush somebody else's face in.
When you were watching that, did you also see a flash out of Eric Wilson? Because it seemed like he was all over the field, too.
Yeah, he flashes, too. He made, splash play after splash play. But, the thing that will be interesting is when you watch, again, the All 22, and you see how much Cashman is important pre-snap. I mean, he's getting guys directed all over the place. Like he is, especially early in the game. It's the first game of the season, and there's like just some confusion and whatever. Like he is directing traffic, trying to get. I mean, there's a couple times he's got to call Ivan over to the other side of the field. He's like, no, you got to go over here, whatever. So whoever, I'm assuming they'll give Eric the green dot, but picking up those pieces, I think, are going to be really, really important just to get pre-snap aligned. I mean, we know physically he can go out there and play, but it's the mental part that'll be interesting.
So Monday night, Chris, before the game, films the field at Soldier Field.
Yeah.
And goes crazy viral because everybody can't believe how
3
bad.
3 million views.
Everybody can't believe how bad that the seams are, that it looks like they're just laying sod down right before the game.
Yeah.
Then the game goes on, and the TV broadcast basically makes almost no mention of it, and it didn't appear to be a factor at all, right? Not an obvious factor, at least. Then Kevin O'Connell with Paul Allen said when they watched the film back, it actually was a little bit more of a factor than they even maybe felt in the moment, that there were some more slips that probably were sod or turf related. You work on the sidelines. We saw you fist pumping after the Adam Thielen 2-point conversion.
So good.
You're right there. What did you see?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You were right there. Like, very objective. But you're right there. What did you see or feel before the game, during the game, after the game from the players that were talking about the field conditions in Chicago?
Honestly, nothing. Once I saw the video, Hawks sent us the video privately first, and I was like, oh boy, this does not look good. And then we started getting some intel on like when the sod was laid, and it's because all these concerts and all this other stuff, and it was talked about a little bit before the game, but it was definitely something I was sort of watching, but then it never really came up. Like I was looking for like a big wrinkle that would come up, not just a casual slip. I mean, guys slip and fall on field turf, but I was looking for like the egregious like trip over a seam. Maybe during a timeout, you see the guys with the tampers out there trying to, get a seam to stick down or something like that. I didn't see any of that. So unless, Hawk, you saw it from your bird's eye view, I didn't see that.
I did not.
And it didn't seem like it really played a major part.
In fact, I was surprised when KFC said that to PA when we were listening to that show at X's and O's. I did wonder after I saw the Cashman injury and a couple of things that happened to the Bears. I'm like, I wonder if that had anything to do with it, but I haven't read anything about that. So apparently much ado about nothing, but it sure looked bad before the game. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it looked awful.
It
did. I talked to a couple people that worked for the Bears, and we kind of brought it up, and they just kind of shake their head because they don't have any control over it.
Yeah, they don't.
They're like, it's just the commission or whatever. It's just the city. And it's like we'd love to have control over it, but we just got to do what we got to do. And
but then they catch the heat, right?
And then they catch the heat,
man.
and then
what a tough spot.
One person I was talking to, that she was like, well, this is like why one of the many reasons why we have to move.
Yeah.
Like we have to build our own stadium and take control. So I don't know. I still don't know where in the power structure it's going to be. Like what commission's going to run the stadium when they move up to like Arlington Heights or whatever it's called. But that news was announced on game day that they're officially moving.
So we're trying not to make J.J. McCarthy immortal after one awesome game.
Yeah.
But you've been on a lot of football teams in your life. You've been around a lot of football teams since you've retired. You were on the sidelines. Does it feel different? Did you feel the electricity, especially after his rushing touchdown? Did you feel that this is a little bit of a different situation, or are we just getting ahead of it by trying to put his bust in Canton already?
As you would say, it's a little A, a little B.
Mm-hmm.
I think him throwing that touchdown pass to JJ was like, okay, you could feel collective sort of the monkeys off your back. Take a deep breath. You belong here. I think that the team sort of rallied behind like, okay, we got this. Like we got the first touchdown out of the way. And the way that he ripped it across the field too, like the whole thing was like, I think just a good confidence booster for him and for the team. And then we saw what happened, the cascade effect after that. You definitely felt the energy on the sideline. It was very thick and palpable. Making the bust right now for Canton, I think the way that we're kind of going about is a little much. It's like we're very excited. He's sort of proving what we all thought, but it is still one game. And that doesn't mean that we're not going to have some bumps in the road, probably this game against Atlanta and throughout the whole season. Like it probably will ebb and flow, and it might ebb and flow during the game, just like we saw. He might start off hot in the first quarter and then hit a cold streak and then might end on a cold streak. And then we're all sitting there with a bad taste in our mouth in the fourth quarter at the end of the game versus a good taste. So I'm sort of still tempering those expectations of this is still year one for him. I think it looks great, but definitely we got to pump the brakes.
Year one, game one. But let's ask the question that apparently is annoying some people on Twitter. I don't understand why it's so annoying, but I'm going to ask you anyway because I think it's funny.
Well, I'm curious what your...
Caleb Williams or J.J. McCarthy. You have to take one of them for the rest of their career as of today. Who do you take and why?
1,000% I would take McCarthy.
1,000%.
1,000%.
Yep. No second guessing.
I mean, Caleb is athletically head and shoulders above JJ, but the processing, the coachability, the attitude, like all the
leadership.
When you look at intangibles, I mean that's the thing. When JJ came in after he was drafted, for the next couple of weeks, all I heard was, boy, everybody in the building's like, this kid has it. Like. We heard from the scouting department. We heard from the coaches. We heard from certain players at Michigan. But when you see it firsthand, the magnetism and the it factor, you have to have that to be successful as a leader of a franchise. He has it. Now he's got to go out there and prove it on the field. And he's starting to do that. Never has that been said about Caleb Williams. I would take a lesser physically talented person, but has the intangibles than somebody that has all the physical gifts and believes that they are God's gift to football.
Real quick, this is normally the news brought to you by St. Paul Saints. Had 7 hits during a 7-1 loss to Columbus Clippers at CHS Field. The 58-80 Saints send Darren McGowan to the mound against Columbus tonight. CHS Field, Saints Baseball, saintsbaseball.com. Thank you, St. Paul Saints. Real quick, because we're just talking football, I was just looking at the injury report that they released, the Vikings did yesterday. Christian Darrisaw, full participant.
Yeah.
Was he a full participant last week?
At least
not,
one day
right?
he was.
Oh, okay, he was. All right.
Remember, there was one day that we all got excited because we're like, oh, look, that obviously is a good sign. I don't know if he was all of the week. Sauce, you remember or not?
I think he was a full participant. I think he then was limited, but it was like a walkthrough, so it wasn't a real like practice.
Well, wasn't yesterday the same thing? I think yesterday was a walkthrough.
Yeah,
so that's why I think he was full,
Okay,
and then they'll
got it.
probably have a regular practice today, so we'll see.
Ryan Kelly didn't practice, but he came back into the game.
Yeah, he has a toe issue.
Yeah. So I would guess he'll probably play.
My guess is he'll play. I mean, because I think when Cashman went out, if I'm remembering the timeline right now, Cashman comes out. He couldn't go into the blue tent because Kelly was.
Yeah,
that was kind of a weird moment.
Really?
How he opened? That was on the broadcast too. He opened the tent, and it was almost like you accidentally opened the bathroom door. And you're like, oh, sorry, didn't know. He opens the tent and then sees him in there, and he's like standing outside waiting to get looked at, just awkwardly.
Did you hear the audio
we only
of
have
that?
one tent.
No.
He opened it up. He goes, "Oh, sorry, Tommy," and then he put it back in.
Wait.
Have you guys ever talked to Ryan Kelly about all the natties he won at Bama? God.
That would be cool.
No, I'm curious
I
to
haven't talked to him
He
at all
seems
yet.
like a great dude.
He was a
You
monster in
You want to talk
college.
about a dude that played his A off in that game.
He's
was
a
great.
dog.
God, he was
He's
good.
a
I
dog.
know Donovan's getting a lot of shine, which he should, because he played really, really well in his first start. But man, now Ryan Kelly at center.
Well, think you played next to a generational guard for the Colts that long, and he's a Bama guy. I think he's going to change the whole line. He's a monster.
You need to go watch it because you would appreciate it playing the center spot. There's like an old man's strength to him, where he just latches on, and he's almost like bored. It's like he just kind of goes boom and just like holds him and just kind of looks around like, okay, I got you. I'm just kind of looking around for anything else.
Do you know your elevator theory? Like about like when you're like losing your talent, but knowledge is coming.
Yeah,
he's at that point, I think, where his knowledge is getting a little bit better than because he's getting a little older.
Well, yeah, he's like over 30, right?
But he has this technique that he's just so good. He just gets his hands on him. It's blatant on TV even.
Yeah,
he's outstanding.
Where he just gets his hands, it's over.
Yeah, there was a play again. You'd appreciate this nuance. So he had a shaded nose tackle to his left shoulder.
Yep,
and he snapped the ball. He snapped the ball and reached him in a fraction of a second.
No help at all.
He captured that dude's left shoulder after he snapped the ball in like lightning. I'm like, damn. Like
it's little stuff like that.
I'm like that's so hard to do
and not lose ground
and not lose ground. Oh no, he was in control.
Just a monster.
He was in control.
It's little stuff like that that's going to change the whole running game. It's insane.
Real quick, I'm sorry, Cory. Real quick though, I want to ask. I saw Miles Price's name limited on the injury list. How big an impact was that kid right away too?
Well, can we get clarification here? Like I keep seeing different numbers. Like how many return yards did he have?
Did they say 104?
I know his first return wasn't the longest return since.
So I think so.
Marcus.
Yeah.
So maybe where I'm getting confused is like he had 68 yards in punt returns alone,
right?
And that was the most since any player since 2000.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then if you add in his kick return, that's probably where that bigger number is coming.
Right.
Okay, so his total return yards.
Yep, this says 68 yards in punt returns, 49 in kick returns.
Yeah.
That's so good.
That's outstanding.
It's
He's undrafted.
And I want to say one more thing, too, by the way. We're talking about the field conditions and whether or not it was an issue. Cashman, hamstring. Ty Chandler, knee. Ryan Kelly, toe. Josh Oliver, ankle. Miles Price, knee. Xavier Scott, ankle. Elijah Williams, hamstring. It could be coincidence, first game of the year.
It is a long list, though.
Yeah, well, Elijah and Xavier, I mean, they were
already hurt.
They were already hurt.
I still want to count it if you don't.
Hey, by the way, $1 billion idea, Chris. I think I just solved all of our problems.
What is it about?
The soap recycler?
A broadcast booth blue tent.
Oh.
So when PA has to pee, he goes in the blue tent so he doesn't have to pee in front of Jared.
Yeah.
He's done that?
So then you literally check, you open the blue tent. If nobody's in there, you go in there and urinate.
Yeah.
If somebody's in there, you wait.
But
Right.
PA would
Your turn.
stand facing the opening.
Which is great because, again, Tommy, I'll reference you because you get this. The blue tent now, obviously it's for injuries, but that's the urinal.
100%. You're good to go.
You're good to go. Because normally, if you had to go during the game, you're like, hey, guys, like, can you surround me a little bit?
No, yeah.
You might have a little, you should have like 3 or 4
Yeah.
guys stand behind you and you just like either pee in a bottle or pee right on the field.
Eddie and Mikey just went in their pants the last couple games of the year.
Why do you tell the people that?
Eddie and Mikey don't want you to say that on the radio.
I
It's a
couldn't
professional.
because I had to snap the ball and Mitch had because it's been way too wet.
I've heard that.
poor thing.
I've heard that happens quite a bit. These
It does.
offensive linemen, I love you, but you guys are disgusting. The worst part about that is, like, I get it. You have to go sometimes. It's not that your pants are wet. You have piss in your socks.
Yeah.
That's
In your
But you're so
Title of the
sweaty. you still
podcast.
don't care.
No.
That's
so
Tommy's
sweaty,
autobiography.
No, let me be clear. I didn't do it. Eddie and Mikey did.
Sure.
Oh, you're so above
yeah.
that.
No, because I had to snap the ball.
You pooped the bed.
No, said who?
A week and a half ago.
I love you guys. I gotta go.
All right, dude. See you, Tommy.
I love you.
Sauce will do sports after this. .com Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network about an hour from now. And then Jonathan Grunard of the Vikings at 8:40. Ben Lieber is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Time for a sofa upgrade? Visit WashableSofas.com and discover Anabay, where designer style meets budget-friendly prices, with sofas starting at $699. Anabay brings you the ultimate in furniture innovation with a modular design that allows you to rearrange your space effortlessly. Perfect for both small and large spaces, Anabay is the only machine-washable sofa inside and out. Say goodbye to stains and messes with liquid and stain-resistant fabrics that make cleaning easy. Liquid simply slides right off. Designed for custom comfort, our high-resilience foam lets you choose between a sink-in feel or a supportive memory foam blend. Plus, our pet-friendly, stain-resistant fabrics ensure your sofa stays beautiful for years. Don't compromise quality for price. Visit WashableSofas.com to upgrade your living space today with no-risk returns and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Get up to 60% off plus free shipping and free returns. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
Get ready to head back to the island with the Power Trip. Join the guys at Treasure Island Resort and Casino September 18th in Parlay for a night full of games, tons of laughs, and great prizes. Then come back on September 19th for a live broadcast, including the Initials game. Vegas trips with the guys are up for grabs both days. Use promo code KFAN when you book your stay to save 20%. Get the full details now at KFAN.com. Just make the keyword calendar.
Tommy just told us a great story. I'll tell you off a great story. Well, we got top 5 line.
Super good.
And we're all giggling and laughing. He had no idea. The gentleman sitting to my left right now is a police officer. And Tommy said, "See you guys, bye." And he walked down and I go, "He needs to be on a list." And he said something like, "He needs to be questioned," or something like that. But it's, it's interesting. It's interesting.
No filter.
He's a special guy, right?
No filter.
I told you, it's real. It is real. It is real.
Hey, you just mentioned, Treasure Island Resort and Casino. We're there a week from tonight, right? A Rube game of Initials.
Oh, hell yeah.
Trip for 2 to Las Vegas on the line. Whoever wins that game next Thursday night. Also, we're giving away one Friday morning. But that's next week.
Yeah.
The
Tomorrow.
finals of the Initials Invitational is
That's
tomorrow.
right.
Hawk, Sauce, and AJ in the finals tomorrow
luck,
at
Saucy.
8:15.
Yeah, good luck, man. It'll be fun, man.
We got to beat him.
It's the best competition.
We've got to
It'll be
beat
fun.
him.
This tournament has been fire.
Yeah.
I've been locked in on this tournament.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of good games. The second round was all good games.
Who do
You're
you
sa-
like
you're
in the
sad
finals,
dogs,
Max?
I'm going with my dog Saucy. I think it's his time.
his time.
He's going to be extra motivated. His rivals there. I think it's his time. I'm just anyone but AJ. Anyone but AJ. I might show up just to boo AJ.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that man.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Benjamin, who do you like tomorrow? Hawk, Sauce, or AJ? No, you're a terrible gambler. We've noted that.
Yeah.
So don't put any money
He's
on
going to take Muss.
You know,
I'm a little man.
you need to shut your filthy mouth.
What do you like tomorrow?
I'm going to go Hawk.
Oh,
Yeah, Hawks Daddy.
Thank
I'm going to go
you.
Hogs Daddy.
I'm a little man.
I am a little man, but I'll try.
Yeah, this is like Clash of the Titans.
Ooh, Clash of the Titans. Stupid ass dog.
This is a great story.
Yeah.
Boy.
Okay, by the way,
PA wants in next year.
Yeah.
you
Speaking of
guys
people with
realize that
questions.
I was sitting right here when PA did that.
Were you really?
And
Oh, really?
Was he dancing at the time?
I'm so glad you guys clipped that out because when he did it, I'm like, oh boy.
uncomfortable even in the room.
It was uncomfortable. Yeah, because I didn't
that
even
noise specifically, this one?
Yeah. Yeah. The finisher there, I was like,
Yep. Taunting.
Brilliant.
it was uncomfortable because we were talking about great songs to play. We were talking about Devin Hester and the Chicago game, and I don't even know what song he was trying to reference. And then he was just like gave me that sweet release at the end, and I was like, I don't even know what you're trying to do here.
He doesn't either.
No.
And then the woo. Bizarre. Oh, Pat was
I
there?
know, Pat. I was thinking the same thing.
We have a bin here of very, very interesting people.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, but that's
Well
what
said.
makes it work.
Okay, well,
It's a pack of strays.
Yeah.
That's what makes
Yep.
it work.
Yep.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around,
Yeah, I think
your
you're all around.
TimberTech deck building contractor.
Zacho, according to multiple sources, including Michael Russo, Kirill Kaprizov's camp turned down an extension that a lot of people think is 8 years, $128 million. What? Which would make him the highest paid player in NHL history at about $16 million a season.
Yeah. Not good news.
Game over.
Game over might be an overstatement. I think some people are saying game over, but I think we'll just have to wait and see. Now is not the time to panic. We're okay. He's not gone. He's still technically in the Wild roster, and he will be for at least another year. Hopefully, another 9 years. I think they'll figure it out, but who knows?
We don't know he's going to be here another year. Right? Because if you know he's out the door, you got to trade him immediately.
100%.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Call Kurt
Well, hopefully
Bills.
he agrees to that.
Now, Bill Guerin is going the other way. He said, quote, "My role as general manager is to protect our players. I know two things. That info didn't come from us, and it didn't come from Kirill's agent. I don't know where it came from. Kirill's agent and I have a very good relationship. We're working through things. We're not going to let things like this get in the way."
Was it Kurt Bills?
No, his name is Paul Theonoff. Who knows? Not gonna work here anymore. Not sure how to pronounce his last name.
From
He
The
also,
Athletic?
no, the other guy.
Oh.
Bill Guerin also said he believes the Wild are, quote, in a really positive place with Kirill.
Not anymore.
This is our Luka moment, right? If we have to get rid of him, it's like, why even go on?
What?
This would suck.
Yeah, this would
Yeah.
suck.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Get more for him than you would for Luca.
Yeah.
There's still more to life, Corey.
No, I just mean as a Wild fan. This would be.
Sports.
No. I don't mean me.
You ripped
I'm
going to a college football game, and now it's
You're
over.
going to end your life for Kirill?
I promise you I didn't mean me. I'm going to be fine either way. I'm just saying
Everything is
Wild
chaos.
fans are going to be pissed. Beyond pissed.
But the
if
key
he,
here is
doesn't
we
resign.
don't know.
We don't know,
still don't
and-
know.
and
Could I
maybe-
see him signing? Maybe.
You have to admit, though, Zachary, this is the
Not good.
worst so far. This is panic.
Yes. Well,
This is panic time. It's panic time,
it's
man.
the worst case scenario at the moment for
Yes.
now, but
Yes.
not because obviously the best case scenario is he's signing his Russian signature on some nice piece of paper with a beautiful one of those really nice pens that comes in the case thing.
Whoa.
That's all we want, but that it was never going to be this easy. These are very weird times in pro sports as a whole, especially in the NHL. Just hold your horses, take a deep breath. We're going to get through this together.
Come on now.
Ben, your hands up.
Is he under contract for one more year?
Yes.
Okay, so he is. So this is almost like a Micah Parsons situation.
Right.
So
Yeah,
If
this
it-
is.
yeah,
But
it's
as soon
over.
as we know he doesn't want to be here, you have to move him as
Yeah, you
quickly
got
as
to trade
possible.
him. Yep.
So
Nah, I'm
that's
not gonna do it.
That's why the whole we have a year left. Well, we really don't. We either have to move him
Well,
or
he's
sign
got a
him.
full no move, so we gotta figure out.
Well, my guess is
gonna be
it would
okay
be
moving
where do
somewhere
we
else.
agree exactly? It's where does he want to go? If he doesn't want to go here, then we have to figure out where he wants to go and
He just, they're
fleece that team.
negotiating. Everybody take a deep breath.
Yeah, I think
They're
it'll get,
negotiating.
I
Hold
think
your
it'll
hands
get
up.
worked out.
They're what?
Negotiating.
Yeah, it's again. I'll explain this to you. I know when you get your contract, the contract gets
Yeah.
pushed across the table, and you signed it blindly.
Yeah, you don't have to do that, you know.
No,
You can go
he
work
has,
elsewhere.
He has this thing
Where?
called leverage.
Where would I work?
Well, the problem is Sauce also has a full no move clause.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, ask his Peloton.
Sorry, I hit a deer. This isn't about you.
Thanks for the diversion, Pat.
Thank you, Pat.
What a left turn, Pat.
Needed some slack.
I
Thanks,
didn't take
Pat.
that left turn.
That's
He
my
wouldn't hit
bit.
that.
Thinking about me.
Let's go optimism, pessimism here. Zachary, percent chance Kirill signs long.
69%.
Okay, Sauce.
Me?
Percent chance Kirill signs long term with the Wild.
80.
Oh, you're more optimistic
Yes.
than Zachary.
Yeah. A couple of my sources, say that this is A, how you negotiate, and B, that he wants, as Zacho said, he probably wants something in the 5-year range so that he can get another large contract.
Won't he be like almost 35 at that point?
I
Though?
don't
That's
know how old he
diminishing
is. I did no
returns, though,
research
right?
on it.
Well, hockey players play
doesn't
forever.
matter.
And,
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah,
Pat.
but
How does he think he's gonna? How does he think he's gonna get more money at 35 than he is just by signing a big deal
With a
now?
I
larger
should have just said
salary cap
80%
at that
moved
point.
on.
Larger salary cap at that
Yeah,
point.
thanks, Sakis.
And maybe he can sign a long-term deal at that point and maybe get longer term,
And
a
go
longer
somewhere
career.
and win a cup.
Or come stay here. I mean, maybe he'll win another 5 cups with the Wild in that 5-year term. Who knows?
Hey, Zacho.
Yes.
Because NHL contracts are fully guaranteed, is this less about the terms of the deal and more about the actual total money?
I think it's a combination of both. Again, the fact is we know that the salary cap's going to go up. We know that there's going to be more money available over the next few years. And so if you lock yourself into a 8-year contract that goes beyond that, there is not a lot of room for growth. So, but also, I mean, there is the other stuff that people are talking about. Does he want to play here? All indications are that he does like it here, but you know, who knows? It's
We don't know anything.
It's a mess. It's a mess that they're going to tidy up, and we're going to have training camp next week. We got preseason, and then we got a team that is built to win. So I hope so.
And this is not a situation where
Wow,
I like
That's
I like
North
the
Korean.
I like the tempered optimism you have. You don't, for NHL players, the camps are so short. Like, even if this negotiation goes all the way through quote unquote training camp, that's okay, right? Like,
Yeah.
we don't need him to be out there playing anyway, do we?
No, I mean,
In
he's
training camp for
it's-
preseason?
Yeah. I mean, it's shorter than it has ever been. They kind of just expect you to stay in shape throughout the year now. And
Right.
So yeah, I mean, there's still too many preseason games. I think there's like 7. But they still have a few more weeks. I think the opener is it October 3rd or something like that?
So we have time.
So yeah,
We've got more than just a
Yeah,
week. Even though
man.
they check in technically in a week, I mean, we still have 2.5, 3 weeks before it really matters.
yes.
Bill Guerin said, I don't want our market to go into an all-out panic mode here. The most important thing to me is Kirill and not getting him put in a bad spot. We love him. He's a wonderful guy. He's an unbelievable player, and we want him.
Yeah.
He was melting down on
In Philly.
social media last night.
October 9th.
Similar things, Sauce, that Swedberg and Abbott say about you when you're negotiating your iHeart contracts.
I wish I could talk to Greg. They don't let me do that.
Yeah, he's got a restraining order.
Yeah.
Can you imagine somebody from iHeart saying, the most important thing to me is Paul and not getting him put in a bad spot? We love him. He's a wonderful guy and an unbelievable talent, and we want him.
Sauce is gonna cut that clip and just
Only
make
one-
it sound like you actually said that
Only one
from the
person
heart.
has said that about me, and that's my wife.
What?
That she loves me and wants me here. I wasn't.
She wants you here or just wants you in general?
I think it's 80%. He signs a long-term contract.
What about your
Love
mom?
your optimism.
Oh, I don't think my mom much cares for him anymore. All she cares about is Louie, and I don't blame her.
Wait, Lost in
Yeah,
the
can't blame
Shuffle.
her.
Do you have wild sources now?
Maybe.
Wow, look at you, man. You're one of the best reporters in town.
Scooping while pooping.
Yep. Zero effort, unbelievable sources.
That's why I only get to talk to Abbott.
Is your source...
Was it Kurt Bills?
I have no idea who Kurt Bills is. I really don't.
Me neither.
I have no idea.
It's so funny, though.
Isn't he he's somebody.
Yes,
he is somebody.
He is somebody.
Wow.
Thanks, man.
That's why you're here.
You just made Kurt Bills cry.
You really are the best reporter in town.
Thinks I'm somebody.
I just
Man.
looked it up on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
It says Kurt Bills is somebody.
Awesome.
Oh, my. Good.
That's how I knew I knew
Confirmed.
him. I knew he was from something.
Oh, he is from something. How did you know that?
Yeah, he's from something and he's somebody. Sauce nailed it.
Next year, I'm going to negotiate my contract at D. Bryan.
They're not going to hire you.
Couldn't spell it.
Vikings news is next.
How do you spell D?
Life's messy. We're talking spills, stains, pets, and kids. But with Anabae, you never have to stress about messes again. At WashableSofas.com, discover Anabae sofas, the only fully machine-washable sofas inside and out, starting at just $699. Made with liquid and stain-resistant fabrics. That means fewer stains and more peace of mind. Designed for real life, our sofas feature changeable fabric covers, allowing you to refresh your style anytime. Need flexibility? Our modular design lets you rearrange your sofa effortlessly. Perfect for cozy apartments or spacious homes. Plus, they're earth-friendly and built to last. That's why over 200,000 happy customers have made the switch. Upgrade your space today. Visit WashableSofas.com now and bring home a sofa made for life. That's WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
Kick off the 2025 season of Minnesota Vikings football at U.S. Bank Stadium with a kickoff concert from Russell Dickerson before the home opener when the Vikings take on the Atlanta Falcons this Sunday, September 14th. It is a free concert in Commons Park outside U.S. Bank Stadium. It's presented by Miller Lite. Get full details now at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Welcome back, Power Trip Morning Show. Cast of Thousands in studio today. And again, we have .com Tom at 8:20. We have Jonathan Grenard at 8:40. Thanks to our friends at Bell Bank. Thank you, Bell Bank. Lots going on. And it is Vikings news time, even though the whole hour's basically been Vikings news. We're excited, man. There's good things happening. Our squad is good.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Radco, your truck accessories pro.
That's right. Thank you, Radco. Hi, Ben.
Hi.
Ben, Jordan Mason, hell of a performance on his Vikings debut on Monday night as well.
Yes.
Explosive runs. What do you like out of Jordan?
Well, I think we saw a lot of it on Monday night. The guy can get downhill. I was telling Hawk, he's got a really impressive swivel, and I like his swivel.
You love his swivel.
You said that like 12 times. I got uncomfortable.
I know. No, I like the way he can subtly just sort of, shift and change, and it's a different style of running than we see from somebody else that's like more of an elusive scat back sort of thing. But he has some wiggle, he has some swivel. He runs with power. He showed great vision the other night as well. I just like his downhill aggressiveness. And when they're able to blow open some holes like they were able to, especially in the second half, I mean, you saw what he can do. Now, is he a game breaker where the second he gets out, in the second level, he's gone? I don't think he has that sort of elite speed, but he's gonna give you, he'll easily get you 100 yards. It might be, as the Rodney Dangerfield would say, the hard way. Mm-hmm. But he'll get the job done, especially, if we can get down in the red zone. Again, I was hoping to see him more in the red zone. We didn't really need it in this last game, but I want to see him kind of get the tough yards in the red zone as well.
Interesting. So what part of our offense did we not see on Saturday that you're hoping to see? On Monday that you're hoping to see on Sunday, if anything?
I mean, I think just a little bit more diversification in who we're throwing the ball to. It did seem like it was either a check down in a situation or it was JJ. I know that we had the nice little over route to Naylor. That was a nice play, but it's hard to tell because we didn't complete a lot of passes in the first 3 quarters. I would like to see us be a little bit more on time, a little bit more in rhythm. I mean, there's a lot to that. I mean, it's a young quarterback in his first start. So I can't expect him to go out there and blow the doors off and, be 21 of 27 in the third quarter. So I'd like to see this offense just get a little bit more involvement from other players that aren't just like, oh, scan, check down, or a screen pass or something like that. I want to see the offense get down the field a little bit more.
How much more does the playbook open up if you get Darisaw back?
I mean, I think I wouldn't say significantly because there did seem that there was some time to get the ball out. It's just at that last moment. I mean, even if Darisaw gives us a half a second more protection, who knows? I mean, maybe we do complete the ball over the middle to Hawkinson as the linebacker jumped in the way and kind of tipped the ball. Maybe there was another opportunity where JJ was throwing the football and it just got tipped out of his hand at the last moment. Who knows how that would have gone? So there were some opportunities, I think, especially early in the game. We had the 2 3-and-outs, which I will say part of that was just the design of the defense. They did a really good job. Actually, both defenses did a really good job of bluffing and bailing. They'd be at the line of scrimmage on third down, showing that they're going to blitz. They'd fall back, have a 4-man rush, and I think that confused both quarterbacks. We saw a lot of checkdowns from Caleb because we were doing a lot of the same thing. We came in with a philosophy. I mean, I don't think that we actually blitzed, quote unquote, blitzed a lot in the first half. I mean, a little bit later in the second quarter, but like in totality, our defense did not look like the aggressive defense on purpose because we wanted to just let Caleb be a quarterback. See if you can understand where our vulnerabilities are going to be. We're not going to give you some easy throws. That's why you saw a lot of checkdowns. Same thing for the Bears defense. They came up and they sugared at the line of scrimmage. They bluffed a lot. They dropped back. And I think because of that, it was a little confusing for our young guy to what coverage are they in? where can I really fit this in there? And so there was a little bit of a chess match. So I think that, having Darisaw in there gives you a touch more time, but I still think that our offense in the first half would have been more checkdowns, more him just scrambling just to try to extend plays. So I don't know if it would have looked completely different.
Ben, we were standing there talking to Van Ginkel after the game. I didn't see anything that looked outlandish. He didn't seem dizzy. I don't know what to look for. I'm no doctor, but he's in concussion protocol. What does that mean? Is he a few days? Do they check him every day? Do you know what the protocol is?
I think nowadays, guys can come in. We have a better understanding of how this late onset concussion symptoms can be. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, a Jeff Okudah situation where he's laying flat on the ground and it looks like he's kind of knocked out. It can be one of these things like after the game or you get home, maybe on the flight back, you're like, man, I just don't feel right. I got a headache. It's more than just maybe a ding. Maybe I've got some nausea. Maybe I've got some vertigo. So there are some things that sort of come on later. And so I don't know, maybe it's a situation like that because you're right. When you and I were talking to him and he was very patiently kind of just waiting for us as well because I don't know what that other reporter was doing.
I'm not sure either.
She was acting like there's no other reporters in the room.
And she wasn't even recording the conversation.
No, she had stopped recording and just was talking to him for 5 minutes. I'm like, you realize we're standing right behind you.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Way to go, Marnie.
Yeah. He seemed completely fine. So I don't know, but I know that these things can arrive a little later. But my hope is he will be playing.
Maxwell, go ahead.
Ben, can I just, I don't know if you talked about it already, but can you just speak to how freaking good Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen were? I mean, my God, 11, 12 pressures between the two of them? They were absolutely an underrated part of the win for the Vikings.
Yeah, the huge. I mean, again, you have some plans that you lay out in the offseason and you see some areas where we can improve as a team. and you watch the front office go out and find these guys that you think are going to be to fix these weaknesses. And our weakness has been vertical pressure from the inside, and both on first down and second down, also on third down and some of these passing downs. And really from the get-go, from the first snap, it's like you could feel the presence of those two guys, especially Javon. So, I think they came in and they flashed. They showed exactly why you go out in the free agent market. And I think a lot of people looked at the age of the signings, the fact that they're both coming off an injury, and questioned, wow, really? You're going to this is going to be your tier one signings, like these two older guys, and same thing with our offensive line outside of Fries. I mean, Ryan Kelly's he's an older vet. They're like, most people in free agency are going after the young guys so they can pay them some money, be on the team for a long time. We are going after immediate need. And like Tommy was saying, maybe sometimes physically you're diminishing, but what you make up for in the knowledge of the game and how smart you are, you kind of meet that sweet spot in the middle. I think all those players I mentioned are in that sweet spot where maybe they've lost a little twitch, but man, what they've gained and just knowledge and savvy and how to attack offensive linemen and how to be disruptive, it was really, really fun to watch.
How do you think Dallas Turner played?
I thought Dallas played really, really well, and I told him that in the locker room too. I was like, man, your play didn't go unnoticed, at least by me. He obviously doesn't give a rip what I think, but
thank you.
But I think, him transitioning into more of a hand on the ground 5 technique, stopping the run. I mean, I don't know if there was a tight end on that team that blocked him all night. He was very strong, very good technically with his run stoppage. And if that's how we use him, and he played off the ball a little bit as well. I know a lot of people are like, what are we doing with Van Ginkel dropping in coverage so much and whatever? That's just the part of the scheme. These guys are very flexible. we saw Dallas Turner in the game with his hand on the ground, and then in the second half, he was standing up and he was running, kind of a hole shot as an outside linebacker would in pass coverage, and trying to do his best to be a presence in the pass game as sort of a stand-up outside linebacker. So he's shown a lot more versatility, and he's showing a lot more physically against the run. Now, we would all love to see, he was brought in to rush the passer, but if he can get on the field and stop the run and be a force up front like he's doing, and then continue to be on the field and keep working and get some of those pressures and sacks, then he becomes more of an all-around player, which I think you're getting more value for your money.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's like Ryan Donaldson. All right, there it is. Fan 5 in a second. Then in the 8 o'clock hour, a lot of football talk in the 8 o'clock hour as well, because Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network at 8:20, Jonathan Grenard of the Vikings at 8:40, and of course more with Ben Lieber. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
Time for a sofa upgrade? Visit WashableSofas.com and discover Anabay, where designer style meets budget-friendly prices, with sofas starting at $699. Anabay brings you the ultimate in furniture innovation with a modular design that allows you to rearrange your space effortlessly. Perfect for both small and large spaces, Anabay is the only machine-washable sofa inside and out. Say goodbye to stains and messes with liquid and stain-resistant fabrics that make cleaning easy. Liquid simply slides right off. Designed for custom comfort, our high-resilience foam lets you choose between a sink-in feel or a supportive memory foam blend. Plus, our pet-friendly, stain-resistant fabrics ensure your sofa stays beautiful for years. Don't compromise quality for price. Visit WashableSofas.com to upgrade your living space today with no-risk returns and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Get up to 60% off plus free shipping and free returns. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.